It's me, Ryan, and I am here with the Fireside Fables podcast. That's right, folks. Just coming in here with a little bit of a dreamy, sort of lovely talk radio sort of aesthetic and style. And I have a question for all of our players here today. And that question is, what's some interesting dreams you've had? Any we've got dream things going on in this adventure. What's some dreams that you've had that have stuck with you, or anything like that? I'll go first because I usually go first to give you guys a second to think about it. I actually, probably about once a month, I have like a big like event dream almost, and so it's like a big epic and like it's an hour sort of movie almost. And so in the latest one, I was pursuing a spy through a university that was like in session, and so I had to like keep anybody from getting suspicious. And so we were like I was pursuing them through like classrooms and stuff, and we're like shuffling along the back being like, excuse me, and climbing through like the weird back staircases of universities. If you've ever been in a humongous building, there's always weird staircases in the middle of nowhere, and it was great, except we got to the balcony on the, I think, 200th floor, and they had a like a climbing gear or something, so they were able to rappel off the building, and so I wasn't able to catch them. So that was a big disappointment.
You didn't fall in the dream to wake up?
No, I don't do that anymore. Anybody else have some stuff going dream-wise?
I don't typically dream. I don't have memories of dreams. Years ago, I went on a med for something, and I went off of it ASAP because I did have a nightmare. I don't remember the nightmare, but I remember the feeling of the nightmare. Yeah. And then, but since being in Japan, I literally dream about Japan almost every night.
That's nice.
And it's just like, it's mostly just me walking the streets of Japan. Nothing specific. It's not like I'm going back to the places that we went to, but it's just like walking in the streets that I know are Japan. And that being said, one of the first nights back after Japan, I dreamt that I was walking, and we walked as much as we did while I was in Japan, and I woke up and my feet were sore.
Your feet were sore?
Yeah. Because when I was in Japan, we were walking 25k steps a day. And somehow my brain thought my feet needed to be sore, even though I just dreamt about walking. And so it took, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of me being up and moving, and it was fine. But that was the weirdest connection. But yeah, pretty much every night I'm dreaming about being in Japan.
I mean, that's kind of nice.
I think so too.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff.
If I could go tomorrow, I would.
Fair. Boys? Anything from you?
Yeah, I've had tons of different type of dream things.
Any highlights?
Well, I can give you highlights and negatives, I guess. But
yeah,
one negative is every once in a while I get sleep paralysis dreams. If you know what those are.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I've never experienced it.
Yeah, you like fully are paralyzed, and you feel like there's a dark presence or something over you, or someone's coming to get you or kill you, or like something of a dark. So it's interesting. So my cure actually out of that is I pray like 3 or 4 times, and then I wake up and get out of it. So that is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know. In that case, it's like, oh yeah, faith in God's real. It's like it's the one who can control the dream. So that for me is always really cool.
Yeah,
I've had dreams where I had someone that I knew died, and we were wondering if we should pray to resurrect them or not. That was a fun one.
That's wild.
Yeah. I've had other dreams too where it's like a full-on epic saga and adventure, and those are the worst dreams to wake up from. It's like I had a whole kingdom and a like fantasy world, and then you had control in the dream. Those are fun. Dreams where you have the ability to fly are really fun. I really enjoy those dreams.
I do like a weird thing happens in my dreams where I often have the ability to like make myself extremely light, so I get like floaty super jumps. So I've never been able to fly in a dream, but I can kind of fly in a lot of dreams. It's really weird.
It's a fun feeling. Flying in dreams is pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst other dream I have is when I was working in the banks, I'd have dreams of serving customers so often.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be like my normal job I'm dreaming of, because it's the same thing over and over and over. And it's like I'd try to give them the money and be like, what am I doing? I don't have to do this for another hour.
Yeah.
So
one of my worst nightmares was I was sick with a fever, like one of the highest fevers I've ever had in my life, and I was working at Boston Pizza at this time. And so in my half delirious state, like half awake, half asleep, just dripping sweats, lying in bed, and just like totally all my tables are full, everybody needs me to order, and my boss is getting mad at me, and the ice machine's broken, and it's just like everything's awful. And it was just like that for the entire night. It was miserable.
yeah, those are rough.
Yep. Actually, not to take up this entire section, but when I was a kid, I had a reoccurring nightmare every night or two, where I would need to go down to the basement for some reason or other. And when I was down in the basement, all the lights would suddenly turn off, and then wolves would climb out from under the baseboards and the walls, and they would devour me. And I had that, like I said, every night or two for like years, for like 4 or 5 years. And on the plus side, it kind of taught me how to lucid dream. So eventually I was able to fight back, but it was terrifying every time. And the worst part was occasionally one of them would bite my head off, and then I could feel myself falling into his stomach, and then I'd wake up with a jolt when I landed, and that was no fun.
Yep, that would suck.
Yeah.
All right. You fought them back eventually.
Eventually I did. I learned it was kind of funny. It was almost like a video game with like combos and stuff, and so I was able to bop 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 whap, and it was great. I've mostly lost that ability, but that's okay. I don't dream as much anymore. All right, Marcus, we're all waiting for you. What do you got?
I don't dream. No, just kidding. I probably dream most nights, but I don't really remember them. And they're kind of all over the place. You all of a sudden you're just in a different location, and everybody just accepts it for what it is, and that's just normal. I don't know. I don't really remember them too much. I haven't had nightmares in a long time. And I never had the paralysis one that John was talking about.
Yeah,
I've heard about it, that's a thing, but I've never had it. Thank God. But yeah, I don't know. I do dream nearly every night, though.
Okay. Tell from your REM sleep or something?
I guess. Well, I mean, when in the morning when I wake up, I briefly remember the dream, but then
okay.
I mean, I can't tell you what I dreamt 2 nights ago or whatever. So
it's top secret. That's why.
That's right. It's a top secret CIA sanctioned mission that I'm on.
Yeah.
Invading Dreamland.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's let our characters do some dream investigating. We last episode were doing some interviews / interrogations with Lana Lee McGravy. She works at Rissa's place. I decided she's the co-owner, even if that's not official, but that's my canon. And she told you about her very strange dream where she was searching for her dead mother, who wasn't dead in the dream. She found her mother milking a cow. The cow turns towards her when she calls out and says, "They wear us when we dream." Her mother, or at least her body, stands up, starts to turn towards her, knocks over the milk pail, scattering not milk, but little white wood lice all over the place, and then the body continues to turn, bulges, stretches, and kind of unzips, and something starts to emerge, but Lana Lee awakes with a scream before she can see anything further. You then went talking around town. Nobody else is having anything nearly as specific. Vague sort of dreams of floating and caverns and great vistas and seeing sort of almost nostalgic views of cities they've never been to. And you were able to determine that they were in the dreamers, except for Lana Lee. Lana Lee was not anywhere near these three sort of central points where the places that these people were sleeping. They were around three particular intersections in Sandpoint. What do you do? You've been talking to people all day. You just investigated the graveyard. You found nothing untoward around Lana Lee's mother's grave. No signs of anything. The graveyard keeper reported nothing strange happening. So it is, I'd say, the evening now. You've spent the whole day interviewing people. What would you like to do?
Well, somehow I inspired Azavia to remember that there was a potion that she saw in the thing about dreams.
Not a potion. She saw on one of the open books on Oliver's desk.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think the couple leads that we have is go talk to him, except our relationship with that guy is already rather tenuous, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. But then also, I wouldn't mind investigating those three locations and see if there's a common denominator or if there's something off that we notice. If we want to do a talk to this chemist, who's going to take the lead? And do we all go or just one of us go? Because I'm not sure what the best approach is here.
Because Shadowthorn has been in the city for longer than the rest of us, he may have a better pull with the chemist.
Yeah, we can always aid in the diplomacy as well.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll go talk to the chemist.
All right.
This should go well.
Yeah, you in particular were the one who slammed him against the wall and were treating him quite aggressively.
Okay,
so,
hang on.
I
What
think
exactly-
I should talk to the chemist.
What exactly are we after? So we saw a note that mentioned something about dream potions. Was that what it was?
I did while he was cleaning up when I went back with him and what's
Right.
his name, right?
Hemlock.
Hemlock, yeah.
So it's the notebook that we want. Why don't we just send Shadowthorn in, like the thief that he is? And,
Hey, I resent that. I'm a noble thief.
I'm a noble thief. Because maybe we can talk him into sharing information with us. But I think I can't see him being all buddy with us. Why not just
Is there something
investigate
that
this
he could
place
want?
first? Sorry, what?
Is there something that he could want that we could provide and build a relationship?
Maybe. What faction is he part of? Is that the towns, or is he part of the?
He's part of the mercantile guild. Most shop owners and stuff are, and he is part of that. So that would probably be the official faction that he would be aligned with, the Mercantile League.
And how do they feel about us?
They are indifferent, if I remember correctly. So I decided the way the adventure is kind of written is you're supposed to have really granular numbers for your relationships with everybody, but that has been more of a headache than I think it was worth. So I'm just going to basically have there's 5 levels. You can be loved by a faction, liked by a faction, indifferent, disliked, or hated. And so For the Bunyip Club, you are disliked. For the Rune Watchers, you are liked. For the Cathedral, well, I will have to think on that one because the number is the highest of any of them, but I don't know. There's been a lot of things happening, so you're between liked and loved. We'll say that. For the Mercantile League, indifferent. For the Scarnetti Consortium, disliked. For the Town Watch, indifferent. And for the townsfolk, indifferent.
How are we indifferent for the Town Watch? We've done a lot for them so far.
You've also caused some problems for them as well, and you've also they've done you a few favors of locking people up for different amounts of time. For example, right now, Kyle has somebody locked up in one of the cells at the garrison. Poor Tygan.
Poor.
Well, Tygan.
Yeah.
The man whose name is Tygan. Also, we didn't talk about this, but I've decided that what happened with the rest of the smugglers that were defeated that surrendered in the Shadowthorn's side quest arc, that you just kind of let them go and they ran away, and now I don't need to deal with them.
Well, that's convenient.
That works.
As long as we got the XP for that, we're good.
Yeah,
Okay,
and you got Tygan, so he's the one who knows the most, anyways. So, if you really need to ask something, you have him.
All right,
Okay.
let's go talk to the potion keeper.
All right. Are you taking the lead, Shadowthorn?
No. I was hoping one of you two would take the lead. Unless we want to go pure intimidation, I can do that. I'm good at that.
You arrive outside of the Pillbug's pantry. It is getting pretty late in the day. They're probably planning on closing sometime pretty soon. But who's taking the lead here?
Well, I thought it was going to be Shadowthorn, and he suggested that me or Xavier chat. And I suggest, not to put the pressure on you, Xavier, but you have been the least hostile to him.
It's true. You only pointed your crossbow at him. It's fine.
He'll get over it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can, yeah.
I've just been in this town
I can go for
least
it,
amount. I don't know.
Okay, I'll just take.
Probably a good thing for you, considering I beat him up. So
Yeah, but you could potentially go, swing it one way of, I don't know, within a potential apology or.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
As you guys are standing outside discussing strategy on who's going to talk to him, the door opens and Oliver Potiver himself steps out with a ring of keys. Oh, it's you lot. What do you want?
we need to talk to you.
Oh, so Shadowthorn is taking the lead, apparently.
I guess
All
so.
right. Go ahead.
I'm sure this will be good. What do you want to talk to me about? Should I call for the guard again?
Maybe. Could be a situation, but I don't think we need to go there.
Okay. He pauses at that and kind of gives you a side eye. What do you want?
Hey, I look menacing, so no, we need to talk to you about something we saw in your journal.
My journal?
Do you know anything about the dreams that are going on in town right now? I'm sure you know about all the gossip going on.
Oh, yes, I've heard about. I don't know. I don't know you anything. I don't want to talk to you. Go away. I don't know anything.
I will roll my diplomacy check.
Ooh, going nice knee. Okay, give it a shot.
13.
13. Okay. And what are you trying? You're just trying to make him a little bit more friendly?
Chatty, yes.
A little more chatty. Okay. 13 is not a very high roll. That's with all your bonuses? You didn't just roll a 13?
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Okay, let me try.
So
what's his name again?
Oliver. But
Oliver.
before that, he don't pull that false friendship on me. I still have the bruise. He pulls down his collar a little bit, and he's like, and you can see that there is a bruise on his collarbone from where you slammed him against the wall.
I might change tactics and try intimidation now.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't want another bruise, you're going to tell me what I want.
I don't know how you get the special sort of in with the guard. You're more of a thug than any of the Bunyip Club or anything like that. You're
I got
terrible.
a 22.
22, that's pretty good. He says, well, what's your question?
I need to either see your notebook or for you to tell me what's in the notebook in relation to the dream.
Oh, I can tell you what's in my notebook. It's trade secrets. No, you can't have it under any circumstances.
Yes. Well,
could we try to persuade him in, he's part of the town. He wants the town people to feel better, and we're trying to ward off bad spirits. And doesn't he want to help the people of Sandpoint and share what he knows about this milk dream thing that I had seen?
Yeah, I take that. Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
See, we pulling a good cop, bad cop thing here. This is good.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Well,
plus 13 is 33.
Okay. That is ridiculous, and I wish you hadn't done that. He sort of pauses for a moment, and he sort of smooths down the front of his jacket, and he says, well, I do pride myself in my fine, upstanding citizenry. You're looking for a special order or something? I could probably whip something up to help with sort of a sleeping tonic, help people get more sleep if that's what you're looking for.
Not quite more sleep. People are having unsettling dreams, and there are too many of them having similar ones that it's a little sus. And so we're trying to figure out why, what it means.
Well, I wouldn't really know anything about that. No, I'm no doctor. I'm an alchemist. I sell cures for things like that. Nothing. Yes, I can't.
What was the name of the thing that I saw on his sheet?
It was Midnight Milk, is what it was.
What is the Midnight Milk?
How'd you hear about that?
You tell me more.
That is an experimental thing that I'm working on that is none of your business.
I can make it my business.
What's that supposed to mean?
Sorry, what's his name again? I keep forgetting this guy's name.
It's Oliver. It's like Oliver, but Oliver.
Oliver. All right.
Well, we can make it Hemlock's business. I'm sure he'd be interested.
Oliver, we don't want to escalate anything. First of all, I apologize.
Oh, you've made
for
that very clear.
How things have gone, but we are currently trying to investigate, 7 dooms that are sort of looming over Sandpoint, and we have reason to believe that these nightmares that are going around town have something to do with that.
That crackpot at the cathedral and all that nonsense. I thought you at least were a little bit more straight-laced than that. I know you were helping with investigating, but you seemed.
So you don't remember this big dragon or weird horse flying thing that landed on the roof and lit half the town on fire? You weren't here for that?
No,
Look,
I was.
We don't want to escalate anything, but we're investigating, and if you wouldn't mind humoring us, we wouldn't mind knowing a little bit more about what this experiment is about And if it can either help us to solve this problem, or if your experiments are the cause of the problem. Because if they are the cause of the problem, we're going to have a bigger problem on our hands.
Well, I can tell you they're not the cause of any sort of problem. They're tucked away safely. My experiments are tucked away safely in my lab downstairs. So I can assure you that there's no problem there. And as for more information, this is a trade secret. This is something that I am working on. It is not something that's for sale. It's not something that's completed yet. And so I would appreciate you butting out of my own business.
Wait, why did you start working
caused
on
me
it
enough
just
trouble.
now?
Forgive me if I don't take your assurance as at face value. All right.
I think we're done here. He'll turn his back on you, and he kind of starts rifling through his keys. What do you guys do?
Well, that solves that problem.
I'm going to go to one of the locations and investigate.
Okay. Shadowthorn and Xavier, you kind of give up on the line of questioning too?
I want to check out. He's the only alchemist in town, right?
No, he's there is another alchemist in town, Nisk Tander of the Bottled Solutions. So Nisk Tander owns the Bottled Solutions. He is another alchemist in town. Yeah, they each have like different sort of an alchemist. They can create sort of similar things, but everybody's got their own like pricing and different flavors and things like that. So they've both been able to be moderately successful in town. So yes, there's at least one other Nisk.
Okay, I would like to go and draw water from the well of the town.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
And then I will bring it to the alchemist and have a chat. But if Marcus wants to do his thing first, you guys can do that if you want.
Yeah, I just didn't see this conversation with Oliver going anywhere. So, and before it escalated, I was low-key thinking, oh my goodness, Shadowthorn's about to deck this guy in the back of the head. I better get out of here. I don't know. We can go in and talk to the other guy before it gets too late. We can always investigate those places after hours.
Okay.
So let's
I
do
wouldn't
that.
mind. You said that there was a pattern of like clusters. I wouldn't mind going and like gathering information at each of the places, see if there's like anything that we're missing outside of the fact that we knew that they all lived in those areas.
Yeah, that's
like,
great.
Is there something in that specific area?
That's why I want to grab water and test it, like have the other alchemist test it, because the watering hole would be like the common place everyone would drink from, and the one like consistency for everybody. Yeah,
the well would normally be a place to get water from. There's also rain barrels that are around town, but yeah, that's normally where the clean water comes from.
So that would be my guess, and I wanted to find out from the other alchemist. I'm telling Kyle and Xavier this. I also want to look into to see if perhaps the watering well has been poisoned, and how common it is to have sleeping potions that can help. Because he did say he had potions to cure this, right? You guys heard that too?
He said if you want to put an order for something, then he can start trying to come up with something. Basically, he's like, well, if you're going to pay me to do work, then I'll do that. Yeah. But he didn't say he had something on hand.
Okay. Yeah, I still want to get the water tested. That's my theory.
Okay, that sounds good.
Well, that doesn't take all of us, I don't think, right?
No, you can do that. Nisk will say that when he'll say, it's late, call in the morning. You insist it's important, and he's like, okay, I'll do some tests and stuff, but I won't have any conclusions until the morning.
Okay.
Sweet. Do we want to split up and each go to one of the locations, or do you want to go to each one all together?
Together.
Okay.
Let's get together.
Yeah, I will get each of you to roll me a perception check.
Not great. 16 total.
Okay.
24.
24.
Dirty 20.
All right. So, you.
Shadowpaw got a nat 20.
Fair enough.
He
I
smells
don't
something.
know. Yeah, actually, no, that makes sense. So you're investigating these different street corners, kind of trying to figure out what's going on there. Nothing seems untoward. Nothing seems really out of place or to stand out. But Azavia in particular notices that Shadowpaw, he keeps on kind of nosing at the rain barrels. And there's a rain barrel that's in each of these intersections. And that is a more convenient place to collect water for people nearby.
Get that water chested.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll point that out
something.
to Shadowthorn.
There you go.
What was that? Sorry.
I said I'll point that out to Shadowthorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you've got...
I will get this water tested too. Don't you worry. Because it must be the water.
His HP levels too high.
Okay.
Exactly.
Once again,
No, pH, not HP.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Once again, Nisk is like, why do you do this to me? Yeah, I'll have some results by the morning.
Good. Yeah.
Also, you
worry.
owe me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
want to stake out one of these spots all night.
Okay, that sounds good.
So I'll just pick one.
Yep.
Find a sort of a corner where I'm semi-concealed, and just bunker down for the night. So
Okay.
Well,
how about
there are people
Shadowthorn and
sleeping.
Azavia?
I am also going to go sleep in the inn.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
also going to go sleep in my own bed.
Okay, sounds good. Well, Kyle, let's roll a perception check, I guess.
that's a no.
No, yes, I do want you to roll a perception.
No, I mean that's it. Doesn't matter what I do there.
Okay.
24.
24. Can I also get you to roll a stealth check?
See how quietly I'm laying there.
Yeah, exactly. Or I suppose just your stealth DC.
Oh yeah, I'll take the stealth DC. 21.
21. Okay. You are not... You're like... It's been a long night. It's been a long day. Lots of talking to people. Lots of social interactions. You're almost nodding off when you hear a little, like, tick, 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 tick of a rock, a stray rock getting kicked. You look down one of the streets, and you can see a figure kind of turn down an alley and disappear from view.
Does it seem suspicious? Like, is it late?
It's hard for you to tell.
Well,
It's
is it late?
It's late. It's like 2.
Okay.
It's very late.
Oh gosh, I'll try to follow stealthily.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
This is where it's all going awry. Not bad. 20.
20 for your stealth check. I'm just going to roll this die for no particular reason.
Well, it would be an opposed check for sure.
You arrive at the mouth of the alley, and you hear just as it sounds like somebody has kind of rushed away. It appears that they heard you and have disappeared into the night.
Okay, so I lost them.
Unfortunately, yes. It seems that way.
What do I remember about this figure?
You remember that they were a little short, maybe 5'5", and a a little wide.
Maybe a dwarf?
Wearing some cloak. 5'5" would be a little tall for a dwarf.
Okay.
So possibly, but nothing.
Dang it.
Yeah, it doesn't. Nothing comes to mind of that.
Can I roll survival to see if I can pick up his trail again or no?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds great.
Why did I suggest that? That's dumb. I have a +0 to that.
We'll see what
Never
you got.
mind. No, I have no idea.
What'd you get?
6 total.
Yeah, you know.
Shoot. Well, I feel like I was onto something there, though.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to have to get Shadowthorn involved.
Okay. Should
I
we
might
move
have
to the
a
morning?
little bit better chance at that one.
Yeah, I just didn't roll that good either. My stealth is +11, so it's not horrible, but I just didn't roll that good, so.
Okay. Should we move to the morning? Or is there anything else you want to
Yeah,
do?
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Sounds good. You all wake up in the morning. Kyle is very tired because he was up all night.
I'll tell them
do
what I saw.
you- Okay.
Give them an update.
Very interesting, Kyle.
Shadowthorn, you go and you talk to Nisk in the morning at
Yes.
the bottled solutions. Nisk Tander is over there. You come in and you hear him muttering, and he's like dipping different, like almost looks like bits of paper into these 2 little buckets and muttering to himself. Oh, Shadowthorn, perfect. I've conducted a bunch of tests, and there's definitely some additives to this second one that you brought me. The first one is just pure water, normal well water, a little bit high on the oxidization at the moment, or that's probably not the word I'm looking for, but it doesn't matter. It's water. Nothing too strange about that. The second one, though, it doesn't taste differently, but it's got there's something going on in here. I've never seen anything quite like this before, so I couldn't say what's in here. But it's not something I've ever seen before. So I think that something has been added to this rainwater.
Interesting. How long would it take you to do more tests on this?
I don't. What would you like me to try and find out?
Just to see if you can figure out what's been added to the water.
Unfortunately, without a greater concentration, because this has been diluted through the entire rain barrel. So without it being more concentrated, I wouldn't really be able to determine anything more. Just that something else has been added. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That helps. Appreciate the effort here.
He said he tasted it, though, right?
Yes, he did like a drop of each to test flavor.
Did you have any dreams last night?
No, I had one bad dream where somebody came knocking at my door at 11:30 at night. That was unpleasant.
Yeah, that was just your dream. Don't worry about it.
All
right.
But on a serious note, no, I haven't had any dreams.
Well,
you said this is something in relation to that, because I've heard that
Yeah.
there's been some people with bad
we
dreams.
are investigating, so it's just speculation at this point. But we appreciate your help for the town, and we're trying to figure this out. So maybe it is, maybe it's not. But we'll go see and talk to the people who have rain barrels and see if they've been drinking the dream juice.
All right.
And if you get dreams that are a little bit unsettling, let us know.
I will certainly do so.
When we do leave, Kael will sort of say, maybe we should keep this to ourselves for now, and we don't want to spook the town unnecessarily and lose our lead on whoever's poisoning these.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I would suggest not telling anybody about this till we have a chance to catch whoever's doing this.
Well, we don't know. We can still ask questions about people dreaming. I think that's
I know, totally. That's fine. That's fine. I just don't want to
investigating.
I just don't want to tell them that we know anything about rainwater being poisoned.
Okay. Yeah, as you're heading out from Bottled Solutions, discussing that what you should and shouldn't tell people, a man wearing kind of a white tracksuit almost, and he's wearing a tall red postman's hat, rushes up to you and he says, "Message for you, sir!" And he gives you sort of a bow and extends a small envelope.
I check it for traps.
All right, roll me a perception. It appears to be untrapped.
Okay, I open it.
Okay. Clicks his heels and rushes off. Inside, you see a sort of almost like a gothic-looking font and like aesthetic to an invitation to a dinner tonight from. Oh no! I just forgot his name again because that is the only thing that I'm good at is forgetting things. Caleb? What the heck is his name? Boom, nailed it. Caleb Valdemar has cordially invites you to sing some rousing songs and chat up some fellow adventurers at the Rusty Dragon Inn this evening.
We don't have our songwriter anymore, though.
It's true. You'll have to take over, Xavier. I'm sorry.
That is not one of Xavier's strong suits, so we will pass that on to somebody else.
All right, fair enough. Okay. Yeah. So you have that invitation for this evening. Anything else?
What time is it
at? This evening, 6. It doesn't matter.
Cool.
The thing is that like. Realistically, for most people, it's like morning, noon, afternoon, evening.
Okay.
There's not really times because there are sundials, but there's not really an effective way of keeping time for the average person. So for most people,
do we want to go chat with people with rain barrels next? Is that our next, just to firm up our curiosities?
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, confirm that suspicion that they've been drinking that, and that's what's causing the nightmares. Maybe.
Yeah, you can go ahead and you can talk with them, and that is exactly what you find out is that they have been drinking from the rain barrels because that's what they're there for. Is they collect clean rainwater, and then it's much more convenient than going to the well, and tends to taste better as well. They say.
No.
So yes,
that was the invitation for all of us, or just for me?
It was for you and your group of adventurer friends.
Okay. Well, I do think, though, while this event is happening, someone needs to be watching the rain barrels again.
Well, this happened late, or like deep into the night, so I suspect we might have a chance to do both.
True,
but do I think that?
Everyone's going to be at this event tonight, though, right? Or most of the town, I'm assuming?
No, this is just we're meeting in a different adventurer group. I don't think the whole town's there.
That's correct. From what from the invitation, it sounds like you're meeting his adventuring group.
Okay.
And actually the names would be on there. So Caleb Valdemar is the kind of sponsor of this other adventuring group, and the adventuring group consists of Adamar Scarnetti, who is another son of Titus, younger than Charn. There's a guy named Cheritus Jihid, and Erica Averton, which you recognize as the name of a lady that you were asked to keep an eye out and deliver a message from her mother, who owns one of the sweet shops in town, saying she's sorry for the stress that they've had, and that she just misses her daughter and wants her to come home.
Well, I'm glad we remember that so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is good.
Are you guys
Very
good to fast forward to the event at the inn then, unless you guys want to do something else?
Yeah, Kayal's gonna sleep.
Yeah. Have a nap for the afternoon.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay. Just on a side note, you've been in town a few days now. I think it's only really been 3 or 4, but I do want to kind of provide you guys time to do downtime activities. So if you want to earn income, if you want to do some retraining, if you want to invest in a business, something like that, I want to give you a little bit of time to do things like that. So if you're wanting to do something like that, let me know, and we can, if you head back to the pit in a day or two, we might just say, it's close enough to a week. You can do whatever it was that you wanted to attempt to do. So just throwing that out as an option.
Yeah, I'm retraining one of my feats. Second level class feat. I'm going to change it from the fighter feat I chose that I've never used to a guardian dedication, which is going to give me a little bit more, I don't know, defensibility, more tank features.
Sounds good. Excellent.
I didn't. Just finding out in the last episode that what's her name, who owns the Rusty Dragon Inn, wants to retire, and Azavia, being a barkeep throughout her adventuring career, might want to kind of, I don't know, not necessarily take over right now, but Sandpoint is feeling pretty comfortable, and maybe this is a place that she's feeling.
That's cool.
That might be a place to settle down a little bit, or enough to maybe take over from her, and so she doesn't have to feel alone.
Yeah,
free drinks for life.
Settling
That's
down.
what I heard.
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Shadowthorn, is there anything that you were?
I will be respecting a few things before we head back to the pits.
Okay, so we got a little bit of character adjustments. Basically, the way I'll run that for retraining, if it's level 4 or under, then you can just do that. You can find somebody in town who's able to do that. If it's something higher than a level 4, then I'll need to talk with you about how to make that happen. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, great. You are about to head to the Rusty Dragon Inn in the evening. Then you're spending the day sleeping / talking it up at the Rusty Dragon Inn / retraining.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I say anything to this lady yet. I just want to talk to her and kind of develop a bit of friendship, I guess.
Sounds good. I like that. Okay, sounds good. Do you?
So I guess I'm already at the inn, and I'll wait for the guys to show up.
That is fair. Yeah, you see a few people heading into kind of the private party room at the back. You see a few different people. Let me see if there's a reasonable way to show. Knocks out his webcam. That's very cool.
The tavern brawl has started.
All right. All right. I can't show you any pictures, so I will just tell you about these people that you see.
Ryan currently has a black eye.
I'll save that for next time. I've changed my mind once again. So, but a few people come in. Do any of you dress up or try and look more adventure-y, or do you just show up?
Kael won't have his full plate armor on. I mean, I don't think he actually, while they're in town, he will just have his. I think the full plate armor comes with a different type of armor underneath it, and so he'll have that, and then just I don't know.
Sounds good.
Whatever clothes he has got handy.
Yeah. Yep. Fair enough.
He's not dressing up fancily. He's just just going out.
Fair enough. Shadowthorn and Xavier, do you want to make any adjustments to your outfits, or are you just in your regular adventuring attire?
Regular adventuring attire for me. I have light armor, so it doesn't really affect me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same, but I'm gonna take a few minutes to like prim up a little bit. I'm gonna make sure that any threads are cut off and any scuffs are the ones that I can, anyways. Buffed out, and just to make myself look a little bit less disheveled.
Yeah, fair enough. You'll preen a little bit.
Yeah.
Sounds
Buff
good.
out those feathers.
Very good. Okay. Eventually, you all, Xavier's already there. You notice these people coming in. You all arrive and are invited into the back, the private party area of the place. Inside, you can see several people sitting. Caleb Valdemar. He is wearing. He's a somewhat tall human man. He is wearing just really, really nice clothing. He's got like a cape with kind of golden trim to it. He's got purple vest going on. He's looking like dressed to the nines, and he says, welcome! It's so good that you've been able to join me. I appreciate it greatly. Come now, sit down, enjoy a fantastic meal, and we shall trade some stories. I'd love to hear of your exploits in the pit. But we shall have to wait for those stories for next episode. I'm so sorry. Don't want to get too deep into a role-playing episode. With right at the start of the scene. So you are invited in. You sit down. Caleb says hello. We'll see what happens next time. Thanks for listening. Thanks for playing. Thanks for everything. Have a great rest of your day.